Alright everyone, here is part 2 of my Minecraft tutorial on Tidmouth sheds. The views of it seem to be going pretty well, so I decided to do part 2. Alright, today we will be focusing on the triangular roof. So, to start, you're going to want to add an 18th block on the ends right here, on all floors. And then you're going to want to get some slabs, some sandstone slabs, and then add it all the way across here. And it should be 71. Yep, there you go. Alright, so quick moment while I look at my notes. Okay guys, terribly sorry. The notes that I wrote down completely confused me, but looking back at it, I remembered the specific shape that I gave the roof. So, like that. So what I said was true. So you count a 4-block gap. On the fifth block, you put 4 down, and on top of this, you put 4 down. And then on this one, you're going to want to count 40. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. There you go. And same thing over here, you're going to want to do this here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3. Okay, scratch that here, and just gonna do a quick jump cut. Alright, so now on the 40th line, so you're gonna want to count 4, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and then place 4 more, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you're going to want to do this thing 2 more times. And then you're going to want to do 3 on the third, fourth one. 1, 2, 3. And then from what I'm reading here, it says over and up 1 by 3. So that basically means this. On the third one, you're going to want to add 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then you're going to want to repeat the same process over here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then fifth one you add 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I guess this is 39, not 40. Then you're just going to want to repeat the same process what you did over here. 2, 3. Three. Then so yeah, pretty much the same process you did, just do it over here. Alright, so there's your basic shape. Kind of funky looking, but that's how the notes are written down. So now I'm going to do a quick jump cut and copy the other side. Alright, now the other side is copied. Now we can move on with the roof itself. Now there's two ways you can do this. I'm just going to show you real quick on another build that I've already done with my own engines. It's pretty much a red version of Tidmouth sheds, but I decided to do a glass roof because I wanted to see my engines. If you want to do a glass roof, then that's totally up to you. But for this tutorial, I'm going to do the gray roof that it has. So you're going to want to take some gray terracotta or concrete, if what works for you, and then just fill in here. Now there's a specific way to do this, so you're going to want to fill in until you hit the first block of each, what's the word, sandstone line. Let's just see. Hold up. Going back to my own sheds over here. Okay. So that's apparently not how you do it. So you're going to want to fill, so again, you're going to want to fill in until you hit the end of this sandstone wall here. Yep, there you go. And then you're just going to want to fill it all in, and that's going to be a pain, but builds are builds, and that's how it goes. Alright, so quick jump cut. Whew. Okay guys, that was a long and stressful process of getting the roof put up. Although there is one bit of continuity or detail I didn't tell you on. Before the jump cut, I put all the blocks right next to these trim pieces, but really you're supposed to do a block underneath it. And it should look like this in the end. And just for further details, the sheds does have one slot of windows here. So right about here, like 3 from the top, you should do a row of regular glass windows here. Like so. And just to make sure, and in the show it looks like they're embedded into the upper part of the roof, so to just fix that, you just simply go over here, find some gray carpet, and just lay it all along. Do the other side. Next, before we add the details on the roof, we are going to, one more thing. On this little open section right here, I already filled it in on the other side here. You're just going to want to fill it in with end stone bricks. So here we go. Alright, so that's that there. So now we're going to want to move over to these pillars, or what I call ballpoint pen. I don't know what they're called. And you're going to want 7 of these, but how you're going to place them is that in between each 3-space section of the pair of windows, you're going to want to place an end stone brick and a button. More specifically, a birch button. And you're going to want to do this, so to there, you're going to want to do this 5 more times. So, go over here, here's the center, end stone, button, move over, now center here, end stone, button. And there you go. I have no idea what these pillars, so 2, 4, 6, 7, yep, correct numbers. Oh, and there's also supposed to be a little window right here. Simple, 3 down, 2 off to the side, fill in with white stained glass. Yep. Then you want to do the same thing on the other side, so. Alright. Oh, window. Yep. Now if you, one more thing. It's a detail that might have gone unseen by me. Actually, there's 2 details left. There are these little vents or small little chicken hen houses that go in between each shed corridor. And I'm just placing this here as a split because for some sentimental reason, each shed has like a seam on the roof from where it meets the other. And from that, you're going to want to let's see, I didn't write this down in my notes, but place 2, 4 over. Now, let me just see this. So 4, 2, and excuse me. No, forget that. So yeah, it's just going to be a simple 2x3 with a 3 block from the wall and 3 block from the edge. So this is a simple process. And I do apologize for the barking dog. And just like the doors, you're going to want to do this 7 more times. So let the time lapse commence. Yep. So there's that. Let me just look at a quick reference. And one more thing you're going to want to put on the roof are these little funnels, I'm guessing. Let me just fly down here. So it's just these little funnels made out of hoppers and nether brick fences, and you're going to want to put them slap dab in the middle of each door on the roof. So 2 blocks from the, nope, 1 block from the edge. Place an nether brick, hop, wrong spot, and hopper on top. And you're going to want to do the same thing 7 more times. So here's the time lapse. Alright, so there are your funnels, barely visible, but oh well. And there's one detail that I think is going to be kind of hard to do, but I'll attempt that later. Are these little boxes that go down the center here, and I think they're gutters or electric lines, but I'm not sure how to build those. I mean, you could use fence if you want, but I mean, for this I'm not going to put it on, but if you want to, by all means do so. Now I'm going to get out my oh, one more thing. On the last video I showed you that the doors look like this. take let me take some potion here. The doors don't actually look like this. They actually more look like right about here. So you're going to want to take out 4 layers of glass so they look more like this, because that's more screen accurate to what's in the show. So I'm sorry for that mistake that I made last video. So all doors should look like this. And next, this is going to be some inside details. What you're going to want to do is you're going to want to get out your gray concrete. And this goes in between each door. These are support beams. So they right along the whole ground here. And I'm just going to show you one so that way you can copy it a lot more. So you can copy it again. And you don't need any on this side here. So none on the edges, just all in between. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to find the center. Right about here. There you go. And then you also need to do it to the edges here. And if you want to use a different color to make it separate from the roof, by all means, please do so. But this is how I'm doing it. So you're going to want to have 3, one at the edge, one in the center, and one here. And then to build out its structure, you're going to want to, from the top of the first one, just build all the way back. When it touches the center one, keep going all the way to the back. And then you're going to want to build up the funky shape of the roof by just outlining the outlining the roof and reaching the center. Alright, so actually I'm going to want to add one more block here just for, I don't know, realism's sakes. It's kind of odd to say realism when you're building something from a show with talking trains. So, when you're done, one of them should look like this. And now a quick jump cut as I continue with the rest. Alright guys, so when you're done, all the support beams shall look like this. And there's one last thing to do and you can call this done. We must add the buffers at the end of the tracks. So for this, you're going to want gray concrete, some pistons, a lever, and some anvils. You're going to want to place anvils until there is 3 blocks from the wall. And then you're going to want to place 3 down, 3 down, 3 across, make a square, and then add 2 here, and then 1 over here. Sticks out like that. 2 up, 1 across, and 5 across the top. Take out these 2 pistons, and lever. And there you have your buffers. And let us repeat this process. There you go. Let's go back in. I think I might do a jump cut. Those instructions were kind of easy to follow. Well, let's just show you how to do it one more time. So yeah, once you get those buffers done, and once you add in your doors on each one, and these little signs over here are where I'm going to put all my other engines, and I have a list of them. So every engine that's going to be in here are my personal favorite engines. So Thomas, Emily, Edward, Percy, Henry, Doug, and Douglas. And once I get those engines in and I get the doors, but you can do that on your own, this, I can declare, is done. And now there's just one more detail that's missing, but I'll save that for another video, is the turntable. But given the amount of space that's here, it would be awkward to just put one right over a leg. That means I'm going to need to do some major landscaping. But other than that, if you want to stop here, or if you want to wait for the turntable detail, by all means, you can add one if you want. So this is part 2, and part 3 will be the turntable. This is Jack Porter signing off. And remember, sparkle, sparkle, sparkle.